Oh,
Well,
God.
hey, so maybe we can take this opportunity. So we are recording this during the holiday season, right before New Year 2023. So this would be actually a good opportunity to look back and remember all of the wonderful people we covered in the Yeasayers so far.
That sounds like a great idea.
So we started with the one and only
Mr. Greenlights himself. Matthew, all right. McConaughey.
Okay, Velez. I was gonna say Alex. That's why I said your name. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
should
I
have
was
just
like,
thought
where
for
does
the
that
last
come from?
second. I forgot my co-host's name.
That's okay.
Just joking. What was your favorite thing about the Greenlights episode?
Ooh, the
Episode
episode. God, it's been a while since I've listened to that episode. But I can tell you what I really liked about at least the conversation or the thing that came out of it. I think
Yeah.
was more around the fact of like, I mean, as a dude, as like a young male, kind of the same mentality as Mr. McConaughey. It was nice to see how he progressed through life and like can learn from the mistakes and mentalities and like wins that he's had over the years. So I like that aspect of it. I thought that was kind of cool to see him as like, oh, it was the what was it? If you're gonna do it, don't half-ass it. Like that
Yeah.
mentality. That was really good. I like that a lot. And you're,
Yeah.
oh, excuse me, the water's coming back up. Yourself, what did you like?
Do you really want to go into this again? The list is rather long. Just kidding. It's like an infinity things I like. Remember?
I know you kept quoting it every single episode since. I'm surprised you haven't yet. I mean, every single episode we have mentioned Matthew
I had to
McConaughey's
stop
Greenlights.
myself. I had to stop myself.
I bet you
Yeah.
did.
I think my favorite thing overall is just that the episode kicked off this podcast. Like
Hey.
we had been talking about it for a while, and it's something new that happened in 2022. And I'm really grateful for, having the opportunity to do this together. So that was my favorite thing about episode 1.
Aw, you're
So I was
so
gonna start
sentimental.
somewhere. I know.
Mine was like, I like the part in the book where he said.
I like that part too. Episode 2, Mindy Kaling.
Mindy Kaling. Oh.
Yes. My favorite thing about that was her story about how she got her first in, where she and her roommate were like they took 1 hour of free time that they had together and wrote the Ben Affleck, Matt Damon piece.
Yeah.
And that got her noticed. And so that I'm still using that takeaway today where it's just like, okay, create, like keep going and keep getting your stuff out there.
I just really liked the fact that it was our second episode and it made it
God.
that we were continuing what we set out to do so that, the mentality and the progression kept going. And we really knew that it's something that we enjoyed doing. Also, didn't I come out with like my new life purpose after that episode?
You did.
What did I say? I don't even remember.
You remember what it was?
No.
You went on this rant, man. You went on this rant on the state of humanity in today's world and how everybody is really separated, and people need to take some more time to understand other perspectives. And so you had wanted your work as a YouTuber to help facilitate that in the world.
Maybe I should re-listen to that episode because I sound like a very smart guy.
You sound very intelligent and self-aware.
Thank you so much.
I love how you immediately cracked up.
I can't take compliments like that. Come on, who do you think I am? Because I don't know if it's true or not. But anyways, a third person. Who was our third person?
You'll have to listen and then you can tell. That was Mr. Bourdain, who actually we mentioned in our conversation before this. Yeah.
We did. Because of my hat.
Yeah.
I wear a big chef's hat. I can send it to you if you want to edit it into this, but I'll let you know.
Oh, let's do it. That's a good idea.
There you go. I'll send you, or you can rip it from Instagram, but either way.
What was your favorite thing about that episode?
Well, I mean, I love that book. So this is like the 5th time, 6th time, 7th time, 8th time that I've read that book. So I just, I don't know. There's so much authenticity with that. and I don't remember. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember what I said in any of the. Oh, actually, I can pull it up. Maybe I can. Look at that!
Oh,
The power of
hey.
technology.
Wow.
If you there was a quote about if you have enemies, it means you're important. I like that. I like that a
Oh,
lot.
yeah,
When he
yeah,
was
yeah,
like in
yeah,
the his boss or whatever was like, "Do you have
yeah.
enemies?" And he goes, he's like, "Oh, if you have enemies, it means you're important." Um,
Yeah. I
but
remember that system his one big boss had, like, put together, and that's kind of where Bourdain learned a lot of his structure. He
mhm,
had, like, I forgot it was like the I forgot his name, but this almost like mafia boss type of character.
mhm.
He was like running the restaurants where he had a lot of his experience, and he had like systems for everything. And then Bourdain kind of like learned as a result of working with him. He was like a I don't know if they didn't call him big boy or something like that, but
Bigfoot.
those are the words that are Bigfoot. Yes. Good
Yep.
memory.
Yeah,
You
thank
have
you.
listened to it 5 or
I
6
have listened to it too many times. I love the sweet
times.
sound of Anthony Bourdain's voice. May he rest in peace.
Oh, well, yes. Rest in peace, Anthony Bourdain. Episode 4. Uh, was it Jennette
Jennette
McCurdy?
McCurdy. Oh, that one was a rough one.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed that talking about that book because I mean, growing up with her on TV, it was very interesting to
Hmm.
get a new approach to like, or at least see from the outside what it looks like to be like working in that environment. I don't know.
Yeah. I think for me, it was interesting to see somebody being so vulnerable about what was that face that you were just making?
Um, I think I looked at some of the plants in here and just felt really bad for them because we've been away for a week. And
Oh, I thought it was in response to the episode, but
well, that
okay.
too. I think I might have been thinking. No, I think I might have been thinking about also just like her in general of how rough of an episode or rough of a book that is for some people, especially the eating
Yeah.
disorders and the abuse that her mom sent her way. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was not an easy read by any
And not
means.
easy to lay it out there and share with the world.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. She's
Yeah.
very brave to do that, and very.
Yeah.
It probably helped a lot of people in that, like just to see that
Yeah.
it's not just it's some random Joe schmo that goes through this. It's like, the big people on TV that you respect and think are just doing just fine. They're actually,
Yeah, and it probably helped her
no.
as well from the, like a kind of a therapeutic thing to write it and get it all out. And I didn't watch this, but there is an interview that Trevor Noah actually does of
Ooh,
Jennette McCurdy. And I saw some of the comments, and apparently it's a really good one. So
okay,
we should probably watch that at some point.
absolutely. I'll check that out.
Yeah. Episode 5, Craig Ferguson,
Correct.
the
Yeah,
Scottish patriot of the
yeah,
US, so
yeah.
Scottish
That guy.
American.
Yeah, the guy. That guy. That guy. Yeah. I
I was
remember.
just shocked by how a roller coaster like his career was. I think that's what drew me to that to
True.
begin with.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very interesting. He kind of just fell into things and just took the opportunities. I also like the fact that he was friends with Peter Capaldi. That was interesting. What were you gonna say?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was going to go off of what you were saying, where he kind of actually, that's something I'm practicing right now is to take things as they come and not
Hmm.
just overthink about, what happened yesterday or what might happen from something, a
Hmm.
decision I make.
Hmm.
From his book, it feels like he is definitely not like a super, super overthinking type of person, which I think we've seen from a few people, including Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Reflective, but not like brooding over the past,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, exactly. He just moves
Yeah.
forward and doesn't really. He
Yeah.
goes, "Oh well, yep."
Yeah. And episode 6, oh, sorry, I cut you off.
No, no, you're good. It's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Merry Christmas to you too. No, I really wasn't gonna say anything. You're fine.
Uh, Episode 6, to go off of your sentimentality, your fake sentimentality for episode 2,
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things you mentioned that we both mentioned in episode 1 was that the biggest test of all for this podcast would be if we stick to it. And we are here recording episode 6 at the end of the year.
That is
So I
correct.
think that's my favorite part about episode 6 is
Oh,
that
I love that. We haven't
yeah,
even
yeah.
started it yet, and we're still. I mean, we have. We're 10 minutes and 10 seconds into it at this point, and
Without ever talking about Trevor Noah, except for that
who?
brief mention. The star of episode 6, Trevor Noah's Born a Crime.
Oh, that's right. That's what we read. Right. The
Yeah.
life story of Daily Show host Trevor Noah through his upbringing in post-apartheid South Africa.